The top 5 regrets of the dying. Lessons for living fully. We often live as if life will go on forever, putting off dreams, postponing joy, holding back words, and assuming there will always be more time. But when people reach the end of life, something profound happens. All illusions fall away. And what truly matters becomes unmistakably clear. Australian palliative care nurse Bronnie Ware spent years caring for people in their final days. She listened to their stories, their wisdom, and the regrets they wished someone had told them earlier. Today, we explore the top 5 regrets of the dying, not as a lesson about death, but as a guide to living more fully, more courageously, and more authentically. 1. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. This was the most common regret Bronnie heard. Many people realized far too late that they had lived according to the expectations of others, parents, society, culture, or the invisible pressures of should. They had dreams they never pursued, talents they never explored, lives they never fully lived. They chose safety over authenticity, familiarity over freedom, approval over truth. The lesson: your life is yours. Your dreams matter. Your heart's truth deserves a voice. Living authentically requires courage, the courage to disappoint others, to take risks, to follow your inner compass even when the path is unclear. At the end of life, no one regrets being true to themselves. They only regret not trying. 2. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. This regret was especially common among men, though it appears across genders today. Work is important. Purpose is important. But many people realized they had traded moments they could never get back. Their children's childhoods, their partner's companionship, their own inner balance for the demands of endless productivity. They chased careers, while life passed quietly in the background. In their final days, they didn't wish they had earned more money. They wished they had been more present, more available, more connected. The lesson: work will always be there, but time with loved ones is sacred and irreplaceable. Create space for what truly matters before life forces you to realize it too late. 3. I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. Many people suppress their feelings for the sake of peace, acceptance, or fear of conflict. They stayed silent when they wanted to speak. They held back love when they wanted to express it. They buried emotions that needed acknowledgement. Over time, unexpressed feelings create distance, resentment, and emotional numbness. People near the end of life regretted not telling others how they truly felt. I love you, I'm hurt, I need this, I want to be myself. Many stayed small to avoid disapproval. But in the end, they wished they had spoken their truth more openly, more kindly, and more honestly. The lesson: your feelings matter, your voice matters. Honest expression brings freedom for you and for others. 4. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. As life gets busy, friendships often fade quietly. Years pass in a blur of obligations, routines, and responsibilities. Near the end of life, people deeply regretted losing touch with friends who once brought joy, laughter, and meaning into their lives. It wasn't big things they missed, it was the small ones. Coffee conversations, shared jokes, memories of younger days being truly understood. And he realized, too late, that friendships need nurturing. They thought there would always be more time, but time has its own plans. The lesson: reach out, reconnect. Make time for the people who warm your heart. Love and friendship, these are the treasures that remain. 5. I wish that I had let myself be happier. This regret surprised many people. At the end of life, they realized that happiness is a choice, and they hadn't chosen it enough. They stayed trapped in old habits, comfort zones, fear of change, fear of judgment. They took life too seriously. They postponed joy. They believed happiness had to be earned or justified or waited for. But joy doesn't need permission. It needs acceptance. In their final days, people wished they had laughed more, played more, taken more risks, allowed themselves to feel light and alive. The lesson: happiness isn't something we find. It's something we allow. It begins when we stop postponing joy. These 5 regrets are not warnings. They're invitations. Invitations to live now, not someday, not when everything is perfect, not when circumstances are ideal. Live true to yourself. Spend time with those you love. Express your feelings honestly. Nurture meaningful friendships. Allow yourself to be happy. Life is precious, fragile, and beautifully finite. The wisdom of the dying reminds us that what truly matters is not what we accumulate, but how deeply we live. So let their regrets become your inspiration. Let their wisdom guide your choices. And may you live a life that, one day, you can look back on with gratitude, not regret.